did the headbutt and the guy didn't roll.
There you go.
Christmas night. I thought, oh, but he learned. He never worked with a guy. Didn't even know what he could. He didn't even know if he was how long he'd been. Did anything?
Yeah.
I'd come off the top too.
Exactly.
Okay.
You gotta get yourself over.
And, yeah. Don't think nobody told him to move.
Because more likely you're going to be the one that's back next week. Just like Jack Victory. Like, we want me to put him over. He ain't going to be here next week.
That's very sad. It's in Atlanta. That's exactly right. Brother, what the heck? I wouldn't let you come off top, and I know you. Much less I don't know you. Okay. Keep on.
Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Dad, You Don't Work,
Yes.
You Wrestle. You hear the claps. You know what time it is. George, how was your weekend?
Bullet, unbelievable. I feel like we have not been here to George South Studio, Dad, You Don't Work Your Studios in a long, long time, but it's only been maybe a week or two. Bullet, this is the, correct me please, I know you will.
This will be I'll get it up before the New Year, so this will be the last one of 2015.
Yes. Oh, I love that, Bullet. And right at, if I'm not mistaken, again, it's 150 or close. Maybe I don't
No, I think you're right. This is 150.
I think it's 150.
So we're getting a lot of milestones. A lot of things have perfectly aligned, almost so perfectly. In fact, if we just ended it right here,
that's exactly right.
Bad.
And it's so funny you said that. I had a nice one of our big fans of the TV show. One of the two wrote me a nice letter today and said, you know, my greatest Christmas present of all time is just watching the TV show. And I thought, well, how much eggnog you been drinking? But then I said, well, that's great. I appreciate it. I said, but we're trying to end it. Just jokingly. I said, but it just won't. It's like a gremlin. You know, every time it rains, it grows. But he said, oh, please don't. Please don't. So I told our good friend Matt up in West Virginia that we will keep on keeping on. We've tried to get
just to prevent you from robbing gas stations, liquor stores, and pawn shops. So we're doing you a favor, West Virginia community law enforcement.
Listen, it is pretty bad when you're so low under the radar that there ain't even a radar.
Yeah.
So we would be kicked off the air if anybody cared enough to even. We're
just doing this for our friends.
Oh, exactly.
We don't have fans. We're just doing this for people we know.
That's exactly right. And occasionally we sell a book, but that would have been a good lead in to later on in the end of the show. We may still use that. But I just want to thank everybody. Merry, Merry Christmas to everyone. What a great, great time, Bullet. Me and you were separated for a little bit and at birth, but we're back together. So Sonny and Cher are back together. What a great, great night. Christmas night there in Kings Mountain. Everybody says Christmas night. What the heck? But as you know, Bullet, Christmas night is a very good night if it's done right for pro wrestling. Family, if you're like ours, is ready to kill each other by that afternoon. Everything else is closed, and so there's nowhere to go. So anyway, had a great, great show. I'd like to thank Ray and everybody for having me. And believe it or not, I was able, Bullet, to take 4 of our students there, and they all worked. We did have a little attitude adjustment to one of them who, as soon as he got there, he just walked right in the dressing room, put his bags down, told everybody else to move. But while the other great students came to me and let me introduce them to everybody. But we corrected it, and everything went good. So we had a great, great night there, Bullet. So much going on, as you said, finishing up. What a great, great 2015. Yep. And everybody says you're going to do a highlight show. But if we did, it would just be me and you sitting here and you holding a great book and me clapping my hands.
Yeah, so that's a highlight.
So this is our highlight show, which is just like the last one, and will be like next week. So just so much going on, Bullet. I had a great, great Christmas, just hanging out with the kids and stuff like that. Everybody pretty much got what they wanted and took it all back. So what else is new? So everything is so good. Bullet, got a lot going on this week. I actually, right off the bat, first event of this year, I have a ring rental. So I'm very, very happy for that. I thought it was kind of comical, and this gentleman did not actually make it into the idiot bag, but this guy has sent me a request about 8 times, and he rents rings. Now, what is the chances of me accepting your friend request if you rent rings? Probably not happening.
No.
Well, it probably ain't going to happen. So, and brother's wondering why I hadn't accepted him. So,
Jim Crockett would never accept Vince McMahon's
friend request.
Definitely not Bill Watts. And Bill Watts and Leroy McGurk, they would not be friends on Facebook.
No, they would not. No, they would not. And I don't think Jim Crockett is one of those following gimmicks.
Roy Shire and Don Owens might be friends.
Yes.
But Leroy and Bill Watts are not friends.
And I'm sure that Jim Crockett is not one of the followers on Vince McMahon's Twitter account, whatever that stuff is. Boy. So anyway, brother's wondering
he's
why.
He's not putting hearts on his Instagram.
That's exactly right. So
and he's not doing whatever.
Brother, if we have to explain to you why it accepted it, you worse off than I thought you are. So, boy, just so much going on. I appreciate everybody. Boy, I just ordered the brand new case of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle books that will be here soon, and will take me on into this coming year. And just thank everybody last year for just a great thing. So a lot of stuff going on, boy. I know this, and like you said, this will be up before this New Year's weekend.
I'll have this up tomorrow.
Probably,
hopefully early tomorrow.
So Friday night, again with you, a lot of stuff.
Yes, I will be performing stand-up. Another one of those type deals where somebody asks me, oh, can you do 20 minutes of material? And I say yes, and I don't have 20 minutes of material. So I made a bull-faced lie. So if you want to see me prove to be a liar, I highly recommend that you be at Petra's.
Worry about the details later.
I'll worry about the details later.
Exactly right.
I'll worry about the details later.
That's
but if you
right.
want to see me perform comedy at Petra's Piano Bar in Plaza Midwood here in Charlotte, North Carolina, make sure you show up around 8 o'clock-ish, I believe, is what the time the show starts. I'll be going up probably about 9-ish. So make sure you show up for that. And then this Saturday, I'll be performing improv at 8 o'clock at the NC Music Factory in the back of what is. So I'm basically going to be making up stuff in the back of a bar, which most people will be doing on Saturday. But I'm trained to do it. So.
And boy, I'll put a little plug in for that whole area over. I don't think if people haven't been there in a while, I know a lot of people hadn't. They're really building up that
they are, but right now they're going through something right now. If you go to the Music Factory, make sure you go early. I must remind you of this because they've taken the big parking lot. They've demolished that. They've moved Maddie's. That's gone.
I didn't know that.
Because they are building a parking deck.
Oh my goodness!
So right now parking is very limited.
Yes.
This on the pro tip. If you're going to see me at the Comedy Zone,
I'm glad
or see me perform doing improv, make sure you get there early because parking is very limited in the NC Music Factory and will be for quite some time. So.
Right, but all of it is still in the same area. It's just they're doing everything else. But they're really. My hat's off to a lot of people, whoever's in charge of that. They're really building that little area up over there. So,
and of course, the parking deck's going to solve a lot of problems.
Yeah, it sure will. It sure will. So, with all that going on, Bullet, we got so much going on. I got a ring already ready to start. Still got to pull the shades with Vince before we get started. So we will just fall right along, not into the new year yet, but into our Idiot of the Week.
Last Idiot of the Year.
Bullet, there's so much going on. I have saved this one. There's so much idiots, Bullet, that's just happened today. Just for instance, they will not go in here, but I know you saw this, Bullet. They arrested today, and it made me think of Miss Bullet every time I see Louisville, Kentucky, and that whole area up there. I don't know if you saw this, but they arrested yesterday. They arrested 1,000. I'm not exaggerating. You check this. If it's on the internet, it's for true. It's true. Just ask my founder of Facebook. Okay, Bullet. All I want to know is where's the guy that he got the millions? Okay, brother, Facebook guy gave somebody $1 billion. Brother ain't said a word about it. Maybe I was smart. I'd be bragging. But anyway, that ain't who's
Or maybe he didn't give him that money.
Yeah, maybe he didn't.
Maybe that was the hoax.
But, boy, I did think yesterday they arrested 1,000 teenagers and youth at one time in a huge mall in Louisville, okay, for fighting. Now, they're not going in an idiot bag, but when I read that, of course, I documented all of our sources, you know, from Joe over in the alley, Bullet, with a pull-down cap that gives me the source information. But 1,000 kids arrested at a mall for all fighting, which I understand. Bullet times have changed, stuff like that. But what happened to this? I didn't even know, first of all, that I didn't know. I mean, what happened to going to the mall to pick up girls? Well, I guess they don't do that. I'm not encouraging that, as you may add, because I've got daughters.
I've already admitted that I'm out of touch with today's youth. So
they had to go to the mall to fight, but they're not even in India bag. That's all I'm saying, Bullet. But the world's gone nuts. But this woman here, yes, the last idiot of 2015 will be this woman. Bullet, as you know, I've
equal
shared.
Opportunity.
Equal opportunity. We are not prejudiced against women. No. Women can be idiots just like men.
They can be ass kickers and they can be idiots.
Yes, they can. Either or. And at this particular moment, everybody knows I shared last week real quick, Bullet, about my wrestling students who we have been trying to run off for a long time. Actually presented me with a Wendy's gift card, which I was I'm a big fan of Wendy's, so, and I will probably milk this gift card for the next 5 years, or at least till next Christmas. But anyway, so proud, I had a free moment, just me, was going to enjoy, and it did. I got to admit to my co-host, it felt good to walk in Wendy's, first time in a long time, and not have to worry if I could get cheese. Okay, Bullet? To know that I had a card that my students took very good care of me. So anyway, as I walked in, of course, there was a line. I think everybody got a gift card from their wrestling students. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm waiting my turn. But nothing can ruin my day. But I had the gift card, unlimited number on it. I may even get 5-piece nugget. But it was just nice to not have to look at the dollar menu for a change. That's all I'm saying. Well, I felt good.
The rest of the world had opened up to you.
But so there's a lady in front of me. She had already placed her order, okay? And there was a long line. I'll give that much to her. But boy, and a lot of people think I've been hitting the head when I tell you what just happened. So anyway, this lady, as she's waiting on her food, I can't get to place my order. Bullet, listen to me. She starts taking, first time I've ever seen this. This may be normal in Charlotte. She starts taking $1 bills out of her wallet. Now she's done paid, but she starts taking $1 bills out of her wallet and asks the cashier lady in this busy line, ma'am, could you trade these dollar bills? Could you give me more dollar bills? Because these are wrinkled. Now first, Bullet, like a good comedian night, I know everybody kind of laughed in line. Okay? And she's up to like $8. I mean, she's laying them on the counter. Why? I'm waiting to use my gift card. I know, Bullet, I know. And this ain't a bank. I'm talking about Wendy's right down the road here. Okay? So anyway, she gets up to $8. Nobody said a word. Bullet, and then my head spun around like the Exorcist. So finally, I had to take the bullet for the whole line. I said, ma'am, are you nuts? I said, what are you doing? Naturally, I'm the bad guy, so she turned around and she said,
you're just the unsung majority.
Oh my gosh. So, and I know everybody behind me wanted to say this, Bullet, and even the cashier lady said, are you serious, ma'am? And she said, oh yes. She said, these are wrinkled and bent, and I would like 8 more. Bullet, oh my gosh. You almost look for the camera, for like hidden camera. You know what I'm saying? Because this can't, what? So anyway, so I said, lady, are you nuts? I said, you're just going to get more money, more dollar bills to go down the street to give them to somebody else. Of course, she didn't take that too good, Bullet. I thought she would thank me for...
and unfortunately, at that moment, fellow Iowa Hawkeye Ashton Kutcher didn't walk out and said, you've been punked.
No, exactly. I kept waiting for that, Bullet. But anyway, so... we all waited. I know it took 40 minutes, Bullet. I almost did not want to use my gift card after this. She turned right around like nothing was wrong with it, and that bless that cashier lady's heart. She took out, got up to 9, okay, but then finally the lady ran out of dollar bills. So what I'm doing this week, Bullet, first time ever. That may be normal, I know, in banks when you can go in and trade out some more. I've never seen it happen in a fast food restaurant, Bullet. And you know, the moral of the story is the money she was given looked exactly like the money she's getting back. But anyway, so long story short, this lady who I don't even like anymore, I will throw her in the idiot bag, okay? And once I said something, probably I should have kept my mouth shut. But I did get a few high fives from the long line, Bullet, just trying to get a cheeseburger. Just trying to get a cheeseburger. So this lady, that right out of the blue, the world's gone nuts, and you know what, Bullet? This is a side note on the Idiot of the Week. I noticed that
I think this whole Idiot of the Week has been a side note.
Bullet, listen, and I noticed, and there's a documented disease for this. I'm telling you. I noticed before she ordered, she was rubbing her fingers over the counter, like, I guess looking for dust. You know, there's people like that. What do you call it?
It's OCD.
Yeah, OCD. She had a bad case of OCD.
And if she's got that, I feel bad because I do have a slight degree of it. So.
But I don't think you would have... now, you may have checked the counter, which I understand
that. Usually my rage and my hunger override it. So, like, that's usually how I cure my OCD tendency, is usually rage and hunger, so...
And maybe she knows something I don't know. Maybe it meant the world to her to get new $9 bills. I don't know. But to me, I looked, Bullet, they looked exactly alike. So, anyway, so to sum all this up, folks, please, if I'm behind you with a gift card... I wouldn't care what she done if she'd have let me go first. But that ain't going to happen. So, this lady will be our final Idiot of the Week in 2015. Bullet, maybe she was a little jealous that I had a gift card and she didn't. But anyway, she got the last laugh because she got her 9 new $1 bills.
She got what you wanted.
Exactly.
She got it her way.
So she ain't too much worried
about me. Even though it's Burger King. But,
yeah.
You know.
Same thing. There's all a big work. We're going to find out that one guy owns them all. Even the heart, it's like Hogan. You see what I'm saying? You read the bottom of the trademark, and everybody owns Hogan's. I mean, Hogan's You see what I'm saying? Marvel Comics still owns Hogan. I mean, come on.
Not too far from the truth, my friend.
Exactly. So they all sit back and laugh at us, and I'm just trying to get a cheeseburger. So anyway, with all that being said, Bull, I know a lot going on. Folks, please come out. I encourage you to come see my great co-host this coming weekend if you get to, Bullet. And not only that, folks, what you cannot use your gift card because this old lady shut it all down. We only take. Well, we will take a gift card.
Yeah, we will take a gift card. It does have a gift card.
Yeah, that's right. But what we will not let you trade in for a newer version, no, once you buy it, it's yours, is
the second greatest book of all time, which is available at highspots.com, where you can get this second greatest book of all time, but not crispy $1 bills or a crispy chicken sandwich. If you want to know more about what me and George are doing on the weekend, especially me with all the comedy dates that are coming out, make sure you follow me on social media. I am available on Twitter at ManScoutManning and on Instagram at ManScoutManning. This has been another edition of Dad You to Work, You Wrestle.
Great show. Thank you, Bullet. Bless your heart, Bullet. Thank you. Thank you for not thinking I was in the wrong when I questioned a lady about her $9 bill. I'm going to try.
Yeah,
Bullet, and just see.
Well, if she had $1 more, she could have got a crispy $10 bill if she wanted.